Let's use the small boulder and just pop that there. Check out how cool this looks. But what I love is it still blinks. Hey, how's it going and welcome along. I'm Rory from Giraffe Studios and welcome along to episode, I don't even know what number. 15?
Yes, it's the 15th.
Yes, it is 15. Of course it is. Sorry, it's because I have not done one for a little while. Again, we've suffered some delays, so I am making progress, but there's areas of the game that aren't making as much progress as I would like right now.
It's not my fault!
You know, I'm doing what I can to keep it all sort of ticking over, enough to, demonstrate and, enough to actually share what we're doing. It's been a little bit slow, but anyway, yes, welcome along to 15 now. Quick recap. This is Ragdoll's Physics Experiments, the game. The elevator pitch for it is Gary's Mod meets Stanley Parable. So there's a bit of an interesting, fun narrative over it, but at its heart, it's a sort of sandbox builder, experimentational physics-based game, all centered around like having fun with your ragdoll.
You might want to rethink the phrasing of that, Rory.
Yes, the map, it's growing, so this is the map from the outside. So if you've been following along, you'll recognize this area. This is the kind of the main level. And in case you weren't aware, we do have a Kickstarter pre-campaign page started. I'd love it if you could head over there, press the little button that says notify me on launch. Just show your support. You don't have to pay any money. Just do that and I'll love you forever. That'd be great.
We can talk or we can just get on with it.
When you first ever start the game, you will start off with a tutorial, and that is this area down here. All of this is tutorial, and I have been working really hard to separate this. So this is all now in different zones, so that therefore it keeps it nicely optimized. As you're playing, it loads the next zone and unloads the previous one, so it keeps it running nice and tidy. And that's the big thing that I've been setting up here is all of that. This is all in preparation for our first ever playable build. Now the tutorial is technically complete. You can play all the way through the tutorial and end up in the facility, but I don't want to give all of that away. And also, it takes a little while, so I'll just give you a very, very brief idea. So your character falls into this pile of boxes from up here. So yeah, basically you will start in this pile of boxes just here. Looking out that way, you might notice I've added sound, so physics objects now do make sounds. They're not all programmed yet, but I am getting there slowly. But yeah, so you start off, you head this way, and you're greeted.
Hello there. Welcome to the RMF Recommissioning Center. You are mostly intact. Your blue coating suggests that you are special. Don't worry, we'll fix that later. Please, continue.
And then obviously the idea is that you continue through the door and you carry on.
Hold shift to run. If you don't, well, that's how test subject 42 ended up like that. Running burns calories. Ragdolls don't have those, but it looks impressive on reports.
So what we've got is we've got these speakers, and basically they have zones. And when you enter the zone, yeah, me and my voice of the facility voice starts trying to talk to you. And yet you can hear. I added all the sounds to that as well, so he's now running and making nice sounds. This plays for a short little while, and then it shuts itself up, destroys all the stuff in the background, so therefore it's, again, keeping it optimized. But it does look pretty cool. I do like the look of this. Oh, there it goes. So that's now all destroyed. So we carry on, and this is the next stage.
Press space to jump. Note, failure to jump may result in mild shame.
Woo.
Remember, height is just a ground that has not accepted you yet.
Now the speakers are all spatialized as well, so therefore the audio comes from the speakers, which is nice. Originally, I was going to make the audio sound more horn speaker-like, but it actually became quite unintelligible. So I'm trading off. The sound isn't completely realistic for the audio quality that would come out of a horn speaker, but you can understand what he's saying.
By the way, I should say, if I sound happy, that's only because my voice settings are set to cheerful. I'm actually quite depressed.
Now there's a clue there, and if you get that gag, jump into the comments and let me know. So we won't play too much more than this bit.
Great heights could cause temporary deactivation of limbs.
But basically, yeah, so this is, you see the door locks behind, so we can't go back on ourselves. But this is where we first ragdoll. But we now need to figure out how to build our way out of here. Now, like I mentioned in one of the previous ones, you won't actually be able to do it like this.
Use G.
You'll
get rid of something you don't want, right click, and you can delete it.
You'll have to actually make a structure to climb out.
Well, look at you, building your way out of a hole that you fell into. We call that career progression. Welcome to target acquisition.
And then,
training.
so then we
Your
come to
job,
here, and this
take
is the
out
first
subject.
point where it kind of
Their
teaches
job,
you to take out a
stand there and
ragdoll.
pretend they didn't see it coming.
And this is a point where it doesn't kind of register that fact, so you could actually carry on anyway. But this will be a blocker, until you've done this.
I guess you would like some assistance here. Try popping a boulder on the ramp above, then hit enter, and you will officially conduct your first ragdoll physics experiment.
So anyway, we're going to leave that there. That is the tutorial zone. Like I say, there is quite a lot, and as it goes on, it gets really fun. There's a really good bit at the end with the elevator, which I don't want to spoil yet. We'll get to that eventually. What was the other thing that I thought would be quite fun to show you? Yes, so let's see. So remember, this is how the game kind of starts normally. Now, I have actually made this bit all work now. So right now, if I walk up and try and interact with this forklift, it doesn't do anything. However, if you happen to know what is over here and you collect this, then you come to the forklift and use it on it. Now we have access to a new door. And this will be one of the secret special rooms. And this is a room that I am really excited to start. My idea is that this room is going to be full of clicky buttons. And that is the sole purpose of this room. It's just full of clicky buttons. And you walk up and you click and you press, and each one has a different sound effect. And I will go around and I will collect sound effects from different buttons I find, record them, and put them in here. So this is literally just a bit of a fun and silly Easter egg. I think it's gonna be great. It's stupid, I know, but I love it. I love that kind of thing. And like I say, it's hidden, so you have to know to collect the lever and use it on the forklift. Now, this isn't persistent between plays at the moment, so basically every time you restart, that will always be down, and you'll always have to go and find the forklift, the lever. And one of the things I'm thinking to do with it, just to make it interesting, is actually randomize the location that lever appears.
You are evil!
So it could be in one of many places depending on when you load in. So it might not always be there. It might be somewhere else. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. This is just my brain kind of saying, I kind of like trolling with the players a little.
You are evil, and you must be destroyed.
Maybe we will do that, but we'll see. Obviously, that door is still locked. Still not telling you what's going to be behind there yet. You'll have to wait. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, it's time to do this.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Yeah, so there's lots of things still going on as well. I did want to mention. So, let me come out of play mode here a second. In the last devlog, the floor was white in here, and the reason for that was because I accidentally left on this one. So I've made a new sandbox room. So this is a massive clean room. It's all very clean, very pristine, huge, tons and tons of area. As you can see, it takes a long time to get around. Loads of space. And I accidentally left it on during the last devlog.
Why, you stupid idiot.
If I turn the other hall back on now, do you see how that white floor is? It's because that building is on the outside of it. And obviously, I've not done any work on optimizing that massive room yet or doing anything with that. So the reason in the last devlog, the performance went really bad when I actually put out lots of ragdolls was because of that. And I'm going to show you a couple of cool things. So, okay, this doesn't work yet.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
But it's a seesaw, so you'll be able to put something on one end. When something falls on the other, it launches it. It's still in progress, though, my seesaw. It doesn't fully work yet. What was the other thing? So we've got now various different versions of the barrels. So we have the highly explosive barrel. We also have the low explosive barrel. And then we have, somewhere in this list there, we have a non-explosive barrel. So you can use a barrel and it might blow up, or it does a small explosion, or it does a big explosion. So it's quite fun. You can play with those and have lots of fun with those. I'm not going to talk about some of these things. Some of these things you'll see moving past the window. I'm not talking about them yet. It's not time.
You're just a tease.
Let me see. I've added some new items. So, yeah, no, right. Let's do one of my quick little things here. A coin-operated plane, a street mailbox, a telephone box, a marlin fish. And there's some other things. Maybe I'll just give you a super quick glimpse. So yeah, see, I've got some issues. I've got some bugs, but yeah, let's find a way that I can spawn this guy. So I love this because firstly, I've got an issue where the animation is only affecting the head. And even though that is an issue, I quite like it. It's quite fun. So if I actually do something kind of mean to him, he actually works perfectly. And yeah, I don't know, he's quite creepy. But you can see, like I said, the cloth system is all working on him. It's really cool. It looks fantastic. And yeah, he gets bonked on the head and oh, hello, that went a bit crazy. So that's really cool. I'm not going to talk about the skeleton for now. I will tell you about the tractor. Again, the tractor is something that's not completely right yet. It's very experimentational because I'll be frank, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm trying. Not through choice, but through necessity at the moment.
Listen, sweetie, you're doing the best you can.
So I've made this tractor, and it does actually roll. Oh, the wheels do actually turn. I should have deleted that thing. But there's one problem. So it doesn't reset itself when I come out of simulation mode. But it does look pretty cool. This is a cool tractor.
Yes, it is.
And also, yeah, I put this in. I have to turn it around to place it at the moment because this just looks unbelievably good. Now check this out. Let's use the small boulder and just pop that there. Check out how cool this looks. But what I love is it still blinks. So it lies down and still blinks. But yeah, so I have a working dinosaur. Whether that will be actually in or not, I'm not sure. Yeah, oh, that's a bit crazy. Calm down. I do love this though. I do love that I can just have this big line of these dinosaurs that look amazing. And then I can, you know, we can put in, say, a high explosive just sort of there. And just see what this does. Oh. He didn't do it. He didn't set it off. Okay, we need to give it a hand. Let's try that. I don't know what this is going to do. Let's try it. Whee! Oh, okay. Ah, right. So yeah, there's an issue there. The explosive barrel doesn't affect these guys. Again, like I say, they're super buggy at the moment. I'm just kind of playing. But I tell you what does definitely affect them. The banana. No, I'm joking. The cannon. And I've made a small upgrade to this as well. I wasn't even going to tell you about this. My small upgrade to the cannon is... It needs some tweaking. Let's see that again. So, dear. So anyway, the point I was kind of trying to get at. Let's clear up some of this stuff. So yeah, the point I was making is that the cannon now has a couple of cool little tweaks, a couple of cool little upgrades. So firstly, it has sound. So it makes the bang when it fires, and it makes a bit of a chang sound when it, I don't know what that meant, like a ching 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 sound when it makes an impact. However, I've also randomized ever so slightly the timing in which the cannonball comes out. So if we watch this now, they don't all come out exactly the same time. They come out like that, you see. So this makes it a lot more interesting when you end up with a huge, great big line of ragdolls. So let's see what that does. Nice. I definitely need to do some work on my sounds, but that works. It knocks everyone down. Yeah, I'm playing too many sounds at once here. I know this. Should we try for something a little bit excessive? Something like that? I reckon I must have had some overlapping going. Oh yes, look, I have as well. Hang on, I've got to make sure that my barrels don't overlap their hands, otherwise they'll trigger the barrels early. Whoa! Nice. So anyway, I think that will probably do it for this episode. But yeah, if you haven't already, please head over to our Kickstarter pre-campaign page, click the notify me on launch button. You don't have to pay any money or anything like that. You just do that to show your support. And I'll really appreciate it. I absolutely love it. If you would, links in the description. And of course, and if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel and click the little bell so you get notified when I put up a new video. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you in the next video. So until then, bye for now.